All right, let's talk about leveling up your cyber defense game. Today, we're diving deep into a certification that's all about getting ahead of the curve, the GIAC Continuous Monitoring Certification, or GMON for short. You know, if you're tired of just cleaning up after cyber attacks and want to actually stop them in their tracks, then you're going to want to stick around for this.
I mean, this is the question, right? For anyone in security, this is the puzzle we're all trying to solve. It's just not enough anymore to be good at responding to a breach. The real win, the real goal, is to prevent it from happening in the first place. So how do we make that jump from being reactive to truly being proactive?
Well, the whole industry is shifting its mindset. Seriously. The old way of waiting for an alarm to go off and then scrambling, that's on its way out. The new gold standard is all about constant vigilance, a proactive defense that's always on, always watching, and always ready.
So if proactive defense is the new name of the game, how do you prove you've got the skills to play? Well, that's exactly where the GIAC GM1 certification comes in.
Let's be clear, GMON is so much more than just watching logs scroll by. It's a credential that says, hey, this person knows how to build and operate systems that are designed to stop intruders and, this is the really important part, spot threats the second they emerge. It's basically the professional standard for this whole proactive way of thinking.
I love this way of looking at it. It's simple, but it's powerful. GMON isn't just another certification to tack onto your resume. It's literally the key that unlocks a higher level of skill. It's what takes you from being a guard at the gate to being the strategist who designed the whole fortress.
So you might be asking, is this for me? Well, take a look. It's a pretty wide range of roles, but they all have one thing in common. They're on the front lines. Whether you're a SOC analyst staring at screens, an engineer building the defenses, or a manager leading the team, GMON is designed to validate the exact skills you use day in and day out. Okay, so we know what GMON is and who it's for. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What does it actually take to pass this thing and get certified? Here are the vital stats. You've got 3 hours to tackle somewhere between 82 and 115 questions. You need a 74% to pass, so it's definitely a serious challenge, but it's totally achievable. And yeah, it's an investment, but as we're about to see, the return on that investment is absolutely massive.
Now this is what makes GMON a real standout. It's not some test where you just memorize a bunch of theory. Nope. The Cyber Live part throws you into a real hands-on environment. You'll be working with actual virtual machines and security tools. You have to prove you can do the work, not just talk a good game. The exam's going to test you across 4 big areas. As you can see, the biggest piece of the pie is network security and monitoring, but it's really well balanced with security architecture, what's happening on your endpoints, and, of course, automation. It makes sure you have a solid grasp of the whole picture.
All right, we've covered the what and the how. Now for the most important part, the why. Why should you put in all this time, effort, and money? Let's talk about the payoff for your career.
Let's just cut right to the chase, shall we? $124,000. According to GIAC, that's the average salary for someone who holds the GMON certification. That number alone tells you everything you need to know about how much the industry values these practical, proactive skills. But look, it's not just about the money, right? Getting your GMON gives you a huge boost in credibility. It opens doors for promotions and more senior roles. It gives you that industry-wide respect. And remember that CyberLife component? Employers see that and know for a fact that you have proven hands-on skills.
So a common question is, how does GMON stack up against a giant like the CISSP? It's a great question, and here's the best way to think about it. GMON is for the practitioner, the hands-on defender who's in the digital trenches every day. The CISSP is broader. It's more for the managers and architects dealing with high-level policy. They're both incredibly valuable. They just serve different, but equally critical roles. Okay, so if you're feeling fired up and ready to go, let's break down how you can actually get there. Here's a clear 4-step strategy to get you on the path to certification. It's more manageable than you think.
Here is your game plan. Step 1, use the official stuff. The SANS CE 511 course is what this cert is built on. Step 2, and listen up, this is the most important tip you will get. Create your own detailed index. The exam is open book, and a good index is your secret weapon. Seriously. Step 3, take practice exams. Get your timing down. And finally, step 4,
don't go it alone. Find study groups on places like Reddit and LinkedIn, share what you know, and learn from others.
You know, at the end of the day, the GIAC GMON is so much more than a piece of paper. It's a statement. It says you have the practical, proactive skills to defend against the threats of today and tomorrow. It's a credential that can truly put your career on the fast track. So the only question left is, are you ready to become a master of cyber defense?